Worth and rot! Worth and rot!
Nicely done.
Take more time.
Worth and rot! Worth and rot! Load 10! Worth and rot!
That's all of them. Worth and rot!
Never had a chance. Bravo. going to die here. I know it. Doom is waiting.
The branch breaks.
Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth and Roth! Code 10! And Roth! And Roth! Eckworth and Roth! And Roth! And Roth!
We see.
Let's finish.
And Roth!
In the garden. Quarry in the brush.
Looks like Thirdborn is already their dream thralls up. Let's hope they
And rot! Worth and rot! Go 10!
Remain vigilant.
We've got company.
Let's go.
And rot! And rot! And rot! And rot! And rot! Go 10!
Ugly bastards, aren't they?
And rot! And rot!
Fucking dream thralls. Dream with us.
Nice work.
The dream thralls almost got through.
But they didn't.
You're just going. Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Darn, our route is a 2K.
We can't be too careful. Kith have gone mad in a matter of days. Adherents especially. A whole platoon out in the desert just last week.
Come on, Darn. They slew those dream thralls for us. I doubt he could have done that if he was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adherents raised Fior. We'll be next. Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
Darn, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
That's the problem with the Dream Scourge. When you find symptoms, it's already too late.
We better get to clearing out these corpses. We'll need help. There's too many to haul off between the two of us.
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay?
I think I saw my uncle out there. He left a few weeks ago on a trade caravan.
No, that don't mean nothing. Could be someone else. Don't give up hope.
I saw his face through a crack in the gates. It's him! I don't want it to be him.
We can go check if you'd like.
Are we safe in here? Will the dream thralls break through?
That's not a fair question to ask.
It's okay, and I don't know, but we'll do everything we can to keep you safe. I can promise both of you that, at least.
Who needs fabric? If you need material for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat. Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Oh, look! There he is! Godlike! Winds above! You're really here! I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdborn. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like my Uncle Capo.
Capo's your uncle? He's a well-known hunter. Almost as good as me.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work. Exactly! Uncle Capo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Capo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
Yeah. If you need something, get over here and talk to me.
Oh, let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by. Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up, but there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorips, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan. Ha! That's the spirit. Times are strange. We need more people like you. Ah, well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Ah, good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me? A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Regular traps I can handle. It's the ones that glow and hum that I can't deal with.
Good luck, godlike.
An entire settlement in flames? And they stole your research?
Yes. And I'm going to get it back.
Let it go, Yatsley. They'll kill you.
They can certainly try.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. We're in desperate need of another scholar.
Darling, always a pleasure to see you. And you even brought a Pargroon friend. See the red highlights in his mustache? It's a dead giveaway.
Not now, Yatsley. I want answers. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
I know you're upset, Timoti, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. Does she intend to raise our home as well?
Maybe worse. Ludwine's goons stole all my research on the godless back in Fjord, and now she's a little too interested in the godless ruins here.
What do you mean? Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
Maybe even an entrance to the garden. We absolutely have to go inside and see for ourselves. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Cragholt. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwine wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
Or she'll kill you for her own amusement. Either way, it won't be boring.
She clearly doesn't want to be found. But that just makes you want to look for her more, doesn't it?
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yahtzee, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerty. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yahtzee, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Is her around? We're going into more creepy holes in the ground, aren't we?
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot Thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because of course they would. And now, predictably, they're missing. Any real soldier would know the worst crime against his brothers in arms is desertion. He should have stayed with them to the end. I'll make sure these badges are given to the surviving families. Give me the news. I just want this sordid story over with.
Patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
You hungry? Let's get it.
You there! Hello, friend. Has anyone mentioned you look especially fungal today? Really, it's radiant. I've got a bit of a personal matter, and I'd appreciate some help. Ah, a kind and helpful soul comes to my aid. Long story short, my friend, I ordered some goods, something I'd rather stay private. Embarrassing, you know. So, I'm quite desperate for a friendly and discreet courier. Oh, you know, I'm just an intensely private person. My supplier has sequestered himself somewhere with my package. To find him, I'd have to follow the path. They communicate through graffiti, if you can believe it. I've not been able to find any of it, though. Maybe you'll have better luck. What? No! That's crazy! You're so crazy. We certainly don't need to tell Hajime about our crazy ideas either. Ah, good. Thank you. Well, looks like you best be off. Be sure to get there and back quick as you can. I'll be here waiting. Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you... Welcome.
Why do you spend so much on glaze, Merrick? Your pots look fine.
They're urns for ashes. They're supposed to look dignified on a shelf.
Why does it matter? They're dead. Looks like a waste of coin to me.
Yeah, I'm not taking advice from someone who makes bowls to shit in.
Keep a hand on your coin purse.
Minowa, thank goodness I found you. I must share this with you.
You shouldn't have.
No, this is important. Stay a moment. Let me speak. Minowa, how thy waves do break upon my haggard shore. The horizon of thy smile maketh me broad in the beam.
Honestly, Umato.
Thy seagull cry pierceth my heart. Clear the decks, that I might spirit thee away. Together, we sail smoothly as the stars guideth our way.
You're so... creative.
Oh, you hesitate. Have I offended you somehow? Do you doubt my regard for you?
Well, you did compare me to a seagull.
If you need skates, we got things for you to kill. Let me know when you've taken care of the Zarin. I've heard of throwing rocks at people, but not the other way around. It'll be good to have just a little less crime around. Put him out of his misery, will you? Enjoy skeleton hunting. Ah. Really? One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates. Well, off you go then. Back to killing things and leaving me alone.
Damn my eyes! A child of Adir! Indulge an old soul, envoy. I have a tale to tell. My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days. Oh, it's nothing so grand as your capital city and its glittering port. Even this outpost's lighthouse, fair though she is, would reach only the knee of Wodaka's statue in High Crown.
If he loves the Empire so much, perhaps he should go live there.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade. I'm afraid I don't make it down the coast much anymore. Not since the loss of my men. Ugh, my wandering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Taue, Koa, Ranga. They saw Adir with me, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a dangerous mixture.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table, to share one last drink and part as friends. Is that so? You see, I'd hoped. Would you venture out beyond the walls to look for them? I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Taue, Koa, and Ranga to share one last drink with me, it's you. Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Taue. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix. Deathly serious, Koa was, about every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul. She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms. Of course, you have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, Envoy, and in all your labors to come.
Another day, another drunkard.
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Fish! Get your fish!
I need to get to Hajime's report.
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package.
You're not going to be good enough. Did you see the attack? It was so brutal. This isn't good enough.
Your work is the best this side of the water. We'll do what we need.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Oh, maybe I should hire a bard. Better than off-key shanties all day.
How do you feel about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it? Oh, come on, you can tell me. Say a few lines of poetry.
Wait. Do you think I have the Dream Scourge?
No, I don't. But I wanted to be sure, okay? They said that's the first sign.
I thought having fungus grow out of your head was the first sign.
It can be both.
Have you ever been to the Valian Republics?
A couple of times. Plenty of mercenary contracts out there.
What about you? That's where your people came from before they found...
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place. 6 years ago. Feels longer now. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller? Something to be said for that. Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars. Me too. Being back. It felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death. Yeah, but I thought age was supposed to bring wisdom. Something to balance out the back pains and creaky knees. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Adir is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temeriti's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving? And right now, they're drifting. Yeah. What about you? You were sent by your Emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements. You've been consistent. You brought Egwolf to Adir's justice, and the Steel Garrote's attack on Fjord went forward. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides? That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow. A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains, if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rauatayan naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him. I'll be here if you need me.
You were with the envoy when they died. Did you notice anything strange?
Strange how? Besides the part where he came back,
Disembodied voices, otherworldly visions, anything like that.
Nope. Just lots of blood and lots of shouting.
I'm trying to research near-death experiences. And as usual, I have to do...
Seeds of change. Their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe. The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the birdsong. The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again. Pilchards growing on bushes. Life that should not be here. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot. The spider devours her mate to lay her eggs. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. We will speak again.
Quiet as a soul. Nice clean kill.
Did you see me, Marius?
Another piece of star metal. Finding one is said to be good luck. Finding two is a blessing.
What? What in Remergon's 10 frosty balls are you doing here? How did you even find this place?
You left your climbing ropes behind. Boot scuffs, sweat drops. Got a piece of fingernail back there. If I didn't know better, I'd think you wanted to be found.
Yeah, so I'm not a professional sneak. At least I've got a spine. Now the captain. He couldn't find the head with two eyes open. Of course Nagunu would convince one of the Emperor's goons to come after me. Go on then. Try to kill me. I know that's why you're here. I knew that old drunk would come looking around eventually. He's been trying to kill me for years. The man's obsessed. That's funny. Now tell me what he really said. What did Taue and Koa say to that? Well, my answer's the same either way. No. I'm sure he put on a good show for you. And shit, maybe he really is lonely. But I have no doubt he's been up in that little lighthouse of his in Thirdborn plotting our demise. So no, I won't share a drink with him, and you can tell him I said so. I don't care what Taue does, and Koa should know better than to trust him. Much as I miss our best days, Envoy. They're not my crew anymore. I surely hope so. So long, Envoy. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
a fellow traveler. Nothing to peddle here. Sorry, got to be on my way. Former merchant, even I know my limits. Thirdborn has the Dream Scourge. Terrible. I'm leaving, and you should too. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change. They wouldn't listen. See here, that is a grave thing to accuse a person of. How'd you like it if I implied you were poisoning people? One man's carelessness is another's noble experiment. Risk, reward. Now, if you don't mind, I really should be off. Ingrates. Cures, tonics, and poultices for sale. It'll probably cure what ails you.
Worth and Roth!
What's up?
And Roth! Worth and Roth! And Roth! Worth and Roth! And Roth!
Under my protection!
Take a moment, people.
Worth and Roth!
Turn around.
And Roth!
I'm coming for Ludwig next.
Here we go.
Let's see.
Worth and Roth! And Roth!
Careful, to the left!
And Roth!
Not saying a word.
Worth and Roth!
Never had a chance. Marius, look alive!
And Roth!
Look alive. We've got a customer.
Ah, a customer. Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. No, my vision's perfect. Just since I got bit by that giant spider, things have been blurry. It probably wasn't even venomous. The bite's not even that itchy. Oh, damn. I thought we got them all. Sorry about that. I'm sure I'll be fine. Really, it sounds like you worry too much. Oh, good. You found them. Silent Shizu worked really hard on them. Good job, Shizu.
Thank you. I'm still finding paint in my things, though.
Wow, that actually makes you our first real customer. Thanks for your business.
You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Daiko. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course.
Really? Huh. Where did I put your payment then?
Well, the customer is always right, so...
Here, hopefully this will cover it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Aiko dead? I told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon, didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kauka, you did several times.
Several times? Now I'll have to find someone else to let me dissect bodies we find. Ugh, it'll take forever.
Not sure we should try this stuff. It'll be obvious to anyone with a brain that someone messed with it.
A breeze. The mind perceives with unclouded eyes and sees the truth.
Probably a good idea. Still, you never learn if you don't try.
And rough!
Need a better weapon!
Worth and rough! Roll 10! Worth and rough! Worth and rock! Eggsworth and Roth! Understand? Eggsworth and Roth!
Come on! Come on!
Eggsworth and Roth! Eggsworth and Roth! Eggsworth and Roth! Eggsworth and Roth!
That's done? Who's hungry? Protect the envoy!
Eggsworth and Roth!
That was fun. I don't care what anyone says. My people know how to build a Blessed tower. Over there. Looks like a wounded person.
Envoy! Thank the gods you came through.
You're lucky. If you'd been an inch taller, you'd be lying in a puddle of your own blood.
Some sneaky bastard put a dart trap in front of that door. Have you got any healing skills? A potion? Ah, I'm begging you. I wouldn't have taken you for such a good scout. Must have the gods on my side. Gods. Oh, that's a relief. Now I can get back to Eagle's Reach. Damn Thirdborn. Damn everything. They sent a whole unit of us to scout the tower's perimeter. The others are gone, though. Trap's got them.
What's your business here? Spying, sabotage, or just causing trouble?
Captain Weemgar wanted us to see what kind of shape the tower was in. Thought we could use it. Whoever did it is probably out there planning their next move. You've got to finish this. Root them out. Thanks. I will.
Stop. There's a tripwire in the gap. They'll trigger it if you're not careful.
Step lightly. You can't be too careful.
I swear to the gods, if you so much as touch that pie, I will disavow ever having known you.
We could make short work of those bars with a little cleverness and force.
Hold on. Blind corner, long drop. If it were me, I'd put a trap right here. This looks like a staging area, which means we should be free of traps for a little while.
Be still, my heart. That did it.
Using dead adherents for bait. Can't say I would have made that choice myself.
I finished the last of the traps, love.
Nearly finished.
Poor dead adherents. They were doing well.
We may still lose this place, but they'll be hard-pressed to take it from us without losing another dozen.
That's all we can ask for. Look alive, Hayako. The wind's blown us more Adiran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
You can try, as many others have before you.
And I'll warn you, Hayako doesn't miss. Go on then. Identify yourself, Adiran. Got another one trying to scout out the tower, hmm? Good.
The plan is working. One by one, fewer adherents to take it.
We might as well add a few more to the count. What do you think?
Katoa, enough. Let's kill him and be done with it. That should send a message all the way to Paradise.
Kutabao. You what? Those took ages to set up. Now I've got to do it all again?
I'll help you. But first, we need to get rid of this loose end. If you don't kill him, I will.
We'll give you one last chance. Leave or die. We'll only warn you once. Parley with Adir? Not anymore.
Wherever your flags fly, bad luck follows. Nothing good comes from your people. Please. A mine Adir wanted to destroy in the first place.
Still, you went against your own. That says something. The Adiran homestead, you mean? But still, I don't know, Hayako. This Adiran's practically on our side.
Kutabao.
Well?
I don't like any of this, but fine. One chance. Do I make myself clear?
We'll clear out of this tower, but one whiff of Adiran stink, and we'll be back. And don't think this means we trust you.
I doubt it. But who knows? Maybe you'll prove us wrong someday. We'll remove the traps, for now. Call it a gesture of good faith.
We should get started, Moakua. And you, Envoy, watch your step.
How did you not see the tripwire across the gap? Everybody all right?
Eggsworth and Roth! And Roth! Beyond seek! Eggsworth and Roth! And Roth! And Roth!
Another soul for the wheel.
Okay!
Armor isn't.
That'll show him.
Is that where Nagunu told us to go?
The Dream Scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands. I keep trying, and the world keeps punishing me for it. As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Adherents are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness. Let's hope it never comes to that. But when it does, I'll be at your side. It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three. You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilichi has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good. Oh, she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins? She's a smart one. I'll give her that. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet. You too.
You know what I miss? Flash.
Katoa and Hayako. An interesting pair. Despite their clumsy methods, they were just defending their community. I'm grateful that you showed restraint. That is more understanding than most of your countrymen. I only bring it up because people are growing wary of your empire. With good reason. When they take their anger out on you, don't judge them too harshly. We all make mistakes. Anyway, just wanted to get that off my chest. Until next time.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about what happened in Emerald Stair. I know your Emperor sent you here to represent Adir, but the Steel Garrote raising Fior has gotta make things harder for you. I mean, for you, personally. The cruelty we saw, it's hard to reconcile that with the place you've called home. I just wanted to know how you're feeling about all this. I hear that. Unfortunately, I don't think this situation is going to get any easier. It makes venturing through the treacherous wild seem like a relief. Anyway, I just want to check in with you. This may be your burden, but you don't have to carry it alone. What's on your mind? I'd never met Naoki. Asui arrived a few months before I left Thirdborn. I knew their squad mates better. Uriki was a ship's carpenter with the Rawatine Navy years ago. Came from a military family, but she never saw much combat herself. Manu was a deckhand on a pirate ship. Stopped in Thirdborn with his crew to resupply and never left. I don't think piracy suited him. Kiri, he was a sweet kid. Born shipboard to a mercenary captain who left him here and never came back. For the longest, I thought that was for the best. Me too. Most of all, I'm sorry I wasn't here to better prepare them.
This wasn't your fault. They just weren't ready.
Because there weren't enough seasoned soldiers to train them. The Thirdborn's in dire straits if they're sending people like this out to patrol. Night, Envoy. I've been meaning to talk to you about Katoa and Hayako. I didn't think it was possible to talk them down, but you managed it. And you say more than their foolish hides. Those two fought for Rawatine in the Deadfire. They learned how to disrupt enemy movements and destroy supply lines. They'd have nipped and poked at your comrades at Eagle's Reach until Adir finally snapped back. At Thirdborn, most likely. All while the two of them remained secure and defended in their tower. Nor I, but this goes beyond defense. Thirdborn's under threat, but if loose cannons like them fire at everything that moves, they'll draw even more trouble to our walls.
They lash out like cornered animals, giving the Steel Garrote a reason to fight back. Not that they need a reason.
Still, better not to give them one. You really think any amount of chest thumping would turn away Ludwig and the Steel Garrote? Or the full force of the Adiran army, if it came to that? The Living Lands is changing. We've got more ships coming to port every year. If it's not Adir, it'll be someone. I can take watch. I'll be up a while anyway.
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else. Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way? If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then. Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. If I must.
It's getting late.
Singing sand, we feel the essence seep from the ruins. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. A crystal shimmer, friend or hunter? Let it in and see. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. The rose does not depend on the moss to survive. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Ensure the pack survives. Our thorn removes you from the bloodline. Does it still speak to you? mystery. Uncharted coastline. Solitude. Is it always new leaves breach the impenetrable clay? A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? Four arms build together, a fence made stronger, peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
This is too weird not to be the way into an Archmage's domain.
Holy gods! Someone actually came! Please, you have to help my friends! They're gods! They're monsters! They were good people. And I can't, I'm not... Their souls can't rest like this, and I'm not strong enough to put them down myself. Please, they didn't deserve... They were... My gods. How did this happen? Yes! Helia on high, that's exactly what I need. Thank you. You're a good person. You'll be better than me. Find me when it's over.
I don't love this. Let's get it done.
Roll 10!
Branch breaks. Singing waters. You tear in our bark.
Worth and Roth! And Roth!
That was a close one.
And Roth! Take Worth and Roth! And Roth!
As soon as I can.
Take Worth and Roth!
I couldn't do anything. I'm gods. I'm useless. But you helped them. They can rest now. How did you find us? What are you doing out here? Old Nagunu? But I thought he wanted us dead. I don't understand. Are the others... Are they alive?
Why should I? Remergon's frosty balls, you're a piece of work. But you're not wrong. Maybe it's time to stop. Stop running. Stop hiding. Turn and face things. Face Nagunu. All right. I'll go. I'll go to Thirdborn. As soon as I can find the courage.
You won't have to look hard for courage. It's there for you to call upon when needed.
Thank you all. I'll try.
I hope it works out for him.
All of them. Bathe for blood.
Right. Maybe we should come back later.
And rock!
Look left.
Neckworth and rock! Neckworth and rock! Ten! Watch yourself. Left and rock. Neckworth and rock.
That it?
I was worried for a second.
Worth and Roth! And Roth! And Roth!
Watch your right!
And Roth! And Roth! And Roth! Worth and Roth! And Roth! Worth and Roth! And Roth! And Roth! And Roth! Worth and Roth! And Roth! Worth and Roth! And Roth! And Roth! And Roth!
Come on! Come on!
Worth and Roth! And Roth! Seek! And rock! Make work and rock! And rock! And rock! Worth and rock! And rock! Make worth and rock! Worth and rock!
I'll fix this.
Make worth and rock! And rock! And rock!
Got 'em all.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Are you... Your face! You're a godlike. That makes perfect sense. I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it. I just think they saw me and, well, I'm not a fighter, clearly. And I know it's dangerous, but I couldn't leave without my research. I'm a mycologist, you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. Oh, always. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. Thank you. You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Good luck. Oh, I've got to write these measurements down before I forget.
Rowatime badge. Kai might want to see this.
When you were out in the shark's teeth, you didn't happen to find a badge belonging to Tama, did you? It sure is. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. It was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half, but yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were gonna collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. I don't know. This won't bring him back. This won't change anything. Because I'm a glutton for punishment? Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. No. He hung on. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Cruel irony, isn't it? He comes to our rescue, and in the process, he loses the thing that marks him as a soldier. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas. It's time I said goodbye. Let's get some rest.
So, animancy, huh?
Indeed. A vibrant tapestry. History of art, research, and spirituality.
Sounds interesting. I mean, the souls and whatnot.
Are you curious about the soul? Yours, or maybe someone else? Else's?
No, just, talking.
Talking is good. If you're ever curious about animancy, you know where to find me.
Right. Good talk. Good talk.